My name is Jessica and I have no idea what I'm doing. Today we're going to play a little game called What is Jessica Allergic to? No, I'm kidding. But we might play a game called What Else Can She Be Allergic to? Because I'm going to try out a bunch of new stuff on my face. Is that a good idea? Especially when I already look like this? No, don't try this at home. I'm going to start with the Clarins Total Eye Lift. This is some kind of eye cream lift thing. This is from Influencer. I got this for free in exchange for my honest review. I don't have a review yet. We're just trying it out. I don't remember agreeing to this. You do have to agree to, you know, try out certain products, post in post your reviews in different places. Like, they don't tell you, you know, whether to leave a negative one or a positive one or whatever. They just tell you like where the reviews need to go. For example, Sephora.com, Influencer, maybe YouTube, Instagram, that kind of thing. It said on the package to put it here too. So this thing is supposed to reduce like fine lines and wrinkles and whatnot. I am 25, so, you know, you do start to see some changes, like around here. It says that you're supposed to see a difference in 60 seconds. When I tried this yesterday, I did not see a difference. I did try to film this video yesterday, but it was a disaster. I tried to film it before I was going out. I went to church. Big party goer here. So everything was like rushed and I got everything all over myself and it was just a mess. So we're trying again today. Also, I looked up the prices on this stuff. I better see like miracles here because the prices are ridiculous. Next is the double serum from Clarins, and you're supposed to fold it here and the two different ones pop out the back, and it did work when I tried that yesterday. So yeah, see, they're in there. That one is like a, can't get it out today. That one is like a orange. Ugh, did you see that? I am not a skincare like face product person. This is so gross to me. Also, I don't really think I personally am supposed to be using this stuff. I think it contains caffeine, which I am not supposed to ingest for my IBS and whatnot. But I did not have any kinds of reactions yesterday. So let's do it again. Let's test our luck. This Clarins stuff is also supposed to be like a 7 to 10 day thing. I don't like the way this one smells. It's kind of like perfumey and it feels so gross. I don't like this kind of stuff. I know plenty of people do. So I read on Influencer sent me an email on like how to apply this. You're supposed to start like here and go outward. Yesterday I just rubbed it all over my face in like a circle. But apparently you're supposed to start in the middle of the face and go outward. I don't know what difference that really makes, but whatever. Toward the ears. And then, oh, you're supposed to go down here too. I have a turtleneck on though. And then 5 pats. They were very specific. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know what that's supposed to do. Is this what being a real makeup guru is like? That's so disgusting. I hate it. Next is the Clarins, some sort of day cream, of the multi-active day cream. Targets fine lines, antioxidant day cream. Again, for these prices, I better see like miracles happening. Here we go. So this one had the same directions It's a moisturizer, by the way, in case I didn't say that already. With the, like, going outward and then the 5 pats. I think that's funny. This one doesn't smell as strong. That other one, you know, it smells like the double serum. It smells like when you go into the beauty parlor and there's like so many like heavily scented hair products going on. I don't like that. Maybe you do. Oh, not that many pats. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, magic. But that double serum stuff, yeah, the smell also lingers throughout the day. Especially when I had a mask on yesterday, I just kept like inhaling it and I did not like that. It's obviously been over 60 seconds. I see nothing. I feel nothing. Yesterday I felt some burning. I don't know if that's supposed to happen. And it did say something also about, oh, here we go. For the double serum, smoother skin, more radiant skin, and firmer skin. I don't know if I really want that. I mean, smoother's fine, more radiant's fine. Firmer? I think I'm okay in that department right now. Like, what's it gonna do? Like, make my face super tight? This is obviously not my department. Enjoy me fumbling around. Next, I'm going to be trying the Too Faced Born This Way Matte Foundation in the color Snow. When I placed an order, they sent me this little, was it Sephora or was it Too Faced? One of them sent me this little guy here. And although I've tried it before in like the sample packets, this might be different because it's got like this little pump that I just used and you didn't see, sorry. Just sometimes when things are closer to the packaging that they usually are, I feel like there can be a difference in performance. So I don't know if they do something like in those little packets, like maybe they add something to it to keep it moist for longer. I don't know. I just feel that sometimes those sample kind of packets are different than the actual products. And I'm not even saying Too Faced because I've never tried this before in this way, but like other brands, other products, I've noticed that. Oh, I forgot this dries very quickly. Shoot. I don't know how like the real makeup gurus, like they put stuff on their face and they talk to you for a while and they let it sit there forever and like then they blend it in just fine. I don't know how that works. So color match is, I think this is the lightest one they have. It's too warm for me, but it is what it is. And I feel like when I started doing this yesterday, I had better coverage happening. I'm gonna put some down my nose, gonna put some more over here, here. I was saying yesterday that you definitely still need like a concealer. I mean, at least if you kind of look like this. You don't have an allergic reaction going on, maybe you don't need one. And this will just kind of even like out your tone. Yeah, I don't like it. This didn't really do much for me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to use the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer to fix up what I need to fix up here. That's not new. You've seen me use it before, so I'm not going to film this whole part. And again, have you ever seen me use it with a sponge? I don't think I ever have used it with a sponge. Usually I just pat it in with my finger. I think I am allergic to this. I know, I'm so smart. I think I'm allergic to the other one as well. But like, if I don't use it all the time, I think I'm okay. It's like one of those kind of deals. But see, that's the problem. You get one allergic reaction and it's like, oh, let me cover it up. But then you're allergic to what you put on to cover it up. So then you kind of just perpetuate the whole, oop, that's too much. You kind of just perpetuate the whole cycle. This is a look. I'll actually even put a little over here to try and make my skin tone look all one tone. I think that only made it worse. Okay, so I hope the rest of the products go better than these. I'm just going to put my Maybelline Fit Me powder on top in 110 Porcelain. That's what I usually do, no matter what I'm wearing underneath. Again, you've seen this before, so I'm not going to show the whole thing. Yeah, not my favorite look. It just seems like anytime I try to use like any kind of Too Faced foundation or concealer, even though they've just been samples, I'm not happy with them. So next, because my lips are so dry, I'm going to skip to lips. This is the Colourpop Just a Tint lip crayon thing in Gimme S'more. Will I have some kind of reaction to this? Who knows? Let's find out. This is what it looks like. It's a light medium nude, I guess. Has a fruity smell. What kind of fruit is that? Grapefruit, maybe? Something citrusy that I should not be putting on my lips. I think it would make more sense if, like, you know, Gimme S'more. Shouldn't it be like s'more scented? Not that that would be any better for me, but it'd make more sense. Okay, I mean, it was like soft and creamy. I kind of like that it has the little point, but you know, that will wear down with time, and we'll just have to wait and see how it wears and if I have any reactions to it. So for the next product, who remembers when I won all those highlighters and liquid lipsticks from Ofra? Somehow I never tried the Beverly Hills one. So I don't know if this is a good idea, but what I'm going to do today is I'd like to try this as bronzer, blush, and highlighter. Why not? This video is already a mess. I'm going to use my Moda contour brush and go into the bronzy shade. And let's see what happens. I don't know if I would recommend doing that. I mean, it kind of worked, but I don't know if I would recommend doing it, and I don't know if I would do it again. This is almost more of like a bronzy contour the way that I'm doing this. Not that I've ever contoured in my life. In my fake makeup guru life. So on this side, because the sun's coming in through my window, I can't even tell how dark this is getting because it is so shiny and it's just reflecting everywhere. Oh, now I see it. You can't see it, but when I turn, yeah, I could definitely see that. What a mess. That's gonna be the look for today. Oh well. For blush, I'm going to, it doesn't say like what, which one is like which, like there's no colors on it or anything. I'm gonna try this Pinky Peach one here. By the way, this is not the brush I usually use for blush and bronzer. but I figured there's no way I'm gonna get that brush into these little pans. This is actually working pretty nicely as a blush. I mean, for me, you know, you would have to have, I think, a fair or light skin tone for this. But if you have anything darker, you could use that as a highlighter, which is really supposed to be the purpose. And I think you could see the sheen happening too. It's almost like a all-in-one. I like that, actually. That's not bad. And this one also has the least amount of shimmer in it. See, out of all 5 of them, this one is almost like a true shimmer or satin. Even though when you apply it, you see that it does have shimmer to it. Not a look for everyone. Definitely not everyone is going to like this. And it's not necessarily something I would like all the time, but it's interesting. We tried it. And then, I don't know, should I just swirl those 3 together? I don't want to swirl too much because I do want to keep them as separate colors. And I'm just going to put that as my highlighter. That is a very shiny face. Especially considering how like flat and powdery it was before. Now it's too much the other way for my liking. But we gave it a try. Oh, silly me. I never bronzed my forehead and my temples. Let's try it. This is gonna end badly. Honestly, I feel like if you have a medium skin tone, or maybe even a light to medium, depending on the season, like if it's in the summer, this could be like an all-over like glow for you. I feel like that would look nice. It's obviously not for me. Time for eyeshadow. Let's try to save this look. This is the Violet's Juvia's Place palette. That was the box. This is the palette. And this is the e.l.f. Blending Eye Brush. I can't even remember if I bought this, got it for free, or maybe a relative gave it to me. I don't remember. I have way too much stuff. I'm going to start with this medium lavender over here. And that's going to be my transition shade. By the way, as per usual, I have primer on this eye and not on this eye. No new primer, I just used my Milani eyeshadow primer. Just to see if there's any kind of difference. Yesterday, this is where I got up to. I didn't do the highlighter bit or the lips, but I did get this far, and yeah, the same thing is happening. Without the primer, it's like spreading out not where I want it to go, and it looks messy. And I just clean that off, and I'm blending it out a little bit. As usual, the blending is better in person than in the camera. Okay, then I'm taking my IBY Crease Brush, which is not new, and I'm going into that deep violet color. And that's going to be my crease shade. It's hard to tell how good that e.l.f. brush is just using it like with one shadow one time, but I'll have to keep trying it out. Yeah, and see on this one, it's not... Yeah, see, this is exactly what it did yesterday on this eye. I don't like that. I'm just cleaning it off, and I'm going to try to blend it out. It's probably a lost cause, just like the rest of this look. I feel like this is not as pigmented again, like I've been saying lately about the Juvia's Place palettes, they're not as pigmented to me as the original, like, Juvia's Place palettes. For example, the Masquerade and the Magic palettes, which I know I felt like those were too pigmented, but these I feel like are not pigmented enough. I think it also may be possible that I just don't care for the Juvia's Place formula. I know so many people like it, but it just may not be the formula for me. Okay, so on this eye, I'm going to use these two, which are the more blue purples. So I'm going to start with the darker one, which now looks more like a true purple. Still a little blue to it though. And I'm going to put that on the outer third of the eye. Yeah, it's just not applying the way I want it to. Even though the colors are super pretty. So then I'm going to take this one, which is gorgeous. And even that one though gets a little bit warmer rather than how cool it is in here. That is pretty though. And I'm going to put that on the inner 2/3 of the lid and blend it into the deeper purple. Yeah, that's pretty. But you know what? I don't think it's that unique, not as much as I originally thought. In case you're new here, I love blue purples rather than like red purples, pink purples. So I'm like always on the hunt for them, and you know, I think I might actually have these, and probably from another Juvia's Place palette. So on the other eye, I'm going to use, these two. So I'm going to start with that warmer purple on the outer third. And I mean, if you want me to keep critiquing this palette, even though I'm someone who loves shimmers and I'd rather have more shimmers than mattes, I feel like maybe for a 6 pan, one of these should have been another matte, because basically you're going to have the same crease every time and you're just changing up the shimmers. And I think it, you know, it limits the amount of looks you can create, but again, it is a 6 pan palette. This is the other one. This is like a dusky pinky lavender, I guess. Pretty in its own way. I prefer that though. I'm not going anywhere today, so I'm just gonna put one look on one eye and one on the other one. Even though, I mean, I left the house yesterday looking how I did. I'm gonna take my IBY crease brush again and clean it off and just try to, still trying to make this outer corner work. Yeah, they spread in a way that I'm not thrilled with. What I had to do yesterday to try to make it a little better, where did my powder go? Here it is. Something I like to do for cleanup sometimes is I take my dollar store brush and I take my Maybelline Fit Me powder and I kind of make the shape that I want. Okay, then I'm going to take my BH Cosmetics brush with a 5 on it. I guess I'll take the lavender, the matte lavender, and put that underneath. Ooh, that's like non-existent. Not thrilled with that. I'm going to take my smaller version of that brush from Wish, and I'm going to take the dark matte, and I'm going to put that closer to my lower lash line. Maybe just on the outer third. I definitely like this one better. This one I think would benefit from, I mean, first of all, the eye primer, but like a different crease setup, like something more warm-toned purple to go with it. I mean, I could have gotten that from this here, the Royals, the Nubian Royal palette from Juvia's Place that I did another video on. I don't know if it's up yet or not. I do think these palettes are different enough to own both of them, and you could, you know, definitely use them together, but I don't know. I ended up liking this one. Spoiler alert, I ended up liking this one in the end, even though I had a little trouble with it in the beginning. As for this guy, let me give you some swatches. I feel like they swatch better than they apply. No, maybe not. I really wanted to love this. Not loving it. And just for comparison's sake, this is the Masquerade palette. No, I lied. This is the Magic palette. And these are the colors I was thinking of that are similar to these. We have Phaso. I don't know how to say these. This one, though, I think is nicer because, see, it has that, like, blue duochrome. It's basically like Buxom's La La Lavish single. So let me just kind of put that over there. Yeah, I like that one better. Even though this one is pretty, I like the duochrome better. And then we have Ife. This one down here. This one's definitely drier. And let me put that next to this one. I actually think this one is more pigmented. Well, of course it is, because that's what I said before. I think these are more pigmented. I personally thought this one was like so pigmented that it was hard for me to work with, but it could be because I'm so light. That one is a little bit bluer than that one. So just so you know. I just looked in the natural lighting in my bathroom. I'm so shiny and orange from the Ofra thing. Don't do this if you're like my skin tone. Anyway, I'm going to take my dollar store brush and I will go into this really light, it's like basically white highlight from the Beverly Hills, whatever you want to call this, compact, and I will give myself a little brow bone highlight because that'll save the look, right? What a mess. The blush I think I would do again though. Thank God we're at the end. We're at the last product. I have here the Avon Love at First Lash Mascara. I think this one is a sample from my local Avon lady. I'm going to curl my lashes as I usually do and then apply it on the top and bottom lashes. Let's see what it looks like. Okay. Flexible-ish wand. Black. Usually I don't put anything but like a colored mascara or the L'Oreal Double Extend Beauty Tubes on my lower lash line, or my lower lashes rather, but today I will use this just to try it out. And I'm going to put a second coat on the top lashes because that's what I usually do with mascara. Usually 2 coats. And so far it's okay. I like, you know, like really you know, a lot of curl, a lot of volume, a lot of length with my mascara. I mean, this isn't bad. I have stuff I like better, I think. For example, the Kiko Green Me mascara. And of course, my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I actually liked the Velvet Mulberry version of this, I think, better than I like this. I think for most people, though, this is going to be enough. And then let's try the lower lashes. I made a mess. Yeah, I think that applied better on the lower lashes than the top lashes, but it usually does. Definitely don't need a second coat on the bottom. But I'll give you one, just so you can see. Yeah, they're just getting even longer, even more volume, even blacker, and even messier. That's me, not the mascara. Okay, so let's review. Don't do what I do. That's the first conclusion. The eye lift cream, I mean, I didn't mind it, but I don't think it's doing anything. But this is only day 2, so I'll keep you posted. The serum, again, this is only day 2. I don't like the way it feels. I don't like the way it smells. I think that's more of a personal preference thing, though, not a how well does it work kind of thing. Again, I don't see any change yet. The moisturizer, it's fine. Like, I don't mind it. But again, I don't know if it's really doing anything. Once again, 7 to 10 day kind of thing. So I'll keep you posted. However, unless I see some kind of miracle with any of them, the prices are way too high on those. So not something I would buy again. The foundation, I just don't seem to like Too Faced foundations and concealers. I'm not going to say it's a bad product because, I mean, I know a lot of people use it and like it, but for me it seems to not work that way, and I don't like the way it looks. The concealer wasn't new, but the method was new. Usually I just apply it with my finger. I mean, I apply it with the doe foot and then just kind of tap it in with my finger. The sponge is okay. Not bad. The the Ofra Beverly Hills, it's not to be used as a bronzer, at least for me. This is too much for me. It's orange and very shiny. I think it would be better as an all-over glow for someone darker, or if you're really deep, like a highlighter, like it's supposed to be used. I do think I would use the blush again. I kind of like that. And of course, you know, the highlighter, the regular highlighter that I did here and here is fine. I know the highlighters are kind of pricey. I think that one's like $35, but you do get like 5 different pans in it. Chances are you won't be able to use all 5 of them, but you could use them as eyeshadows. You could use one as a blush, and you can mix everything. So I think that's kind of nice. The Colourpop lip crayon, so far so good. I'll have to let you know if I have any kind of reaction and how it wears. The eyeshadow, I definitely like the shimmers better than the mattes, which is how I feel about the original palettes anyway. Yeah, I don't know. I like the colors. I'll let you know how they wear, but I don't know. I'm thinking the Juvia's Place formula just maybe isn't for me. And finally, the mascara. I think for most people, this mascara is fine. For me, I like something a little more. I mean, could I use this as an everyday mascara? Yeah, sure, but every day I usually wear like as big a mascara as I can get. That is my everyday. Boy, what a mess this video was. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful in some way. It was fun to film, whatever, right? Alright, thankfully this is it for today. I hope you have a good day no matter what it is you're doing. Bye. See you next time.